Hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome today to my speech, and we are going to learn about a program solution about radicalization. The issue I would love to address today is radicalization. Radicalization is in recent years is mostly associated with Islam. Terrorist organizations in recent years have explained radicalization using religious norms. So first of all, we are going to start about the definition. What is radicalization? The definition today is the action of making a person to adopt norms, to adopt radical positions or political and social views. The victims are exploited towards crime or terrorism. Number two, we are going to learn about to see the programs involved in radicalization. The effects of radicalization range from widespread hatred to full-scale warfare. Number one of the classic examples of radicalization is in Somalia. In Somalia, a failed state. Somalia is a state which is failed state with nothing but violence and famine, according to Ally 2. At present, numerous countries have dedicated resources and personnel towards fighting extremist groups in different countries. For example, 20,000 forces mandated by the UN are battering Al-Shabaab extremists in Somalia. That is Ally 2, according to Ally 2. And this crisis costs the world valuable resources and human lives. Another one is global trends in violent radicalizations, homegrown terrorism, and domestic recruitment present a huge challenge for various countries worldwide. The spread of radical ideas and violence is faster than it was in 1980s and 1990s. And since every young person in this generation, they access phones. They use their phones to access internet, and in modern cities and even into the remotest regions, where we see the regions of the world according to MCQ 14, which encourages that therefore terrorist groups can recruit people through internet, through online, and there we have like in university, students can access, terrorists can access the university students through internet, and they can recruit them to bring so as to bring violence in the country. Radicalization is a problem for war-torn countries as it is in the developed nations of the world. Now we are going to look at number 3, about solutions. Since now we have seen all these problems, and now we are going to look at solutions, that the best way to mitigate radicalization impacts is to monitor the spread of hateful and radical views of all platforms, including the internet. According to UNESCO, UNESCO is one of the foremost advocates for continuous surveillance and cooperation between various stakeholders and extremists. Different governments need to share information on Earth networks that cause chaos and radicalization of young people worldwide. Now what is the cause? What are the causes of radicalization or the cause of radicalism? This is a comprehensive question, yet it requires deep thought to understand why individuals from diverse backgrounds becomes extremists and ever various violent groups. And most organizations associated with political Islam, such as Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, That is according to ISIS. We have Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, and Hamas focus on most discussions on extremism. Yet, the history of the world is full of different versions of radicalization and extremism not related to religion. And there are two primary views regarding radicalization. Number one view relies on ideology, and religion and culture as significant drivers radicalization. That is Taspina one. And then number two, the opposite school of thought connects extremism to social and economic issues such as unemployment, lack of education, and absence of upward mobility. Number three, the relationship between radicalism and deprivation is firmly rejected by people who connect terror activities to religion, ideology, and culture. One of the best examples to prove this point is Osama bin Laden. The bin Laden family owned a large construction company that made $5 billion. And Osama inherited $25 million and $30 million, according to Chela 2. The family is one of the most influential groups in Saudi Arabia. And even after Osama was killed as the major figure behind the 9 to 11 attacks in the early 1980s, Osama went to Afghanistan to fight Russians and prevent the occupation of the country. People who met Osama in 1980s indicate that he was a respectable person. His mother says that he was proud of his son. He was proud of him, and the Saudi Arabia government treated him as noble until he became a mujahid. Similarly, the development of domestic terrorism in the United States is perpetrated by groups with ideologies, ethnic beliefs, and cultural reservations. The Walmart shooting by a 21-year-old in El Paso was inspired by the Hispanic invasion of Texas. This perpetrator was inspired by bigotry. Indeed, racism is one of the major causes of radicalization. So we have a figure there. I'm going to show you the figure that which shows the contribution of major hate groups in the United States. And this is the United States, and where you see the white spots, that is where we have the distribution of major hate groups in the United States. And now, for that reason, for more information, according to this figure, if you are going to learn more about it, you are going. We have a lot of work cited where you can gather more information about radicalization. Any question? Thank you so much.